and welcome. It's Tuesday evening at 8 o'clock UK time. It's Donna Golby and this is Kavona Crafts. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator and I just wanted to carry on sharing the sweet strawberry bundle with you this week. It's my month challenge. As my friend Julie says, let's put the big light on. So hope everybody's well and had a good day. I feel like I've had a bit of a busy day, but there you go. So tonight I want to carry on showing you things to do with the sweet strawberry stamp set and punch. I've prepped a few things, as you can see, that I'm going to make along, and I've got a couple of challenges that I also want to get done while I'm on this live. So I watch a couple of ladies, I watch a couple of ladies on Facebook Lives that do similar things to me. Fiona is in New Zealand. And I watch her. She's on Tuesdays and she's on Sunday nights, and I like to catch up with Fiona. And she does a Tuesday technique night, which for me that was this morning at 8:30 this morning. I watched her do a technique, so I like to do her technique and try and post a picture up on her page. So that's one of the things I'm going to do tonight. And as part of Stampin' Up, Stampin' Up demonstrators in the UK are all part of a big Facebook group, and our DDM, so that's our sort of like manager that coordinates anything Stampin' Up in the UK, she posts little challenges for us, various times, usually on a Wednesday, and one of her this week's challenge, well, from last Wednesday, is to use spots. So hopefully I can put that challenge on. Last week it was to use fruits, which was very adept, because, well, not last week, the week before was fruits, because I'd already done something with pineapples and strawberries on, so I just posted that on. But it gives us inspiration when we do these challenges and we see people do different things. So that's why I like to do a challenge. I like to do the challenge myself because it pushes me out of my comfort zone, and I also like to see what other people create because it gives me ideas of what I can do, especially as, you know, generally got a lot of craft stuff together. So first off, I have punched. Remember last week I showed you that I had some paper that was part of Celebration in January and February. I've still got some kits left, so if anybody's interested in grabbing a kit, just pop me a message and I can post you a kit. So I'm still using that paper, and one of the papers is this one with the strawberry pip. So all the Stampin' Up papers are dual sided, and this has got like the strawberry pips on this side and then strawberries and leaves on the other. So I thought it'd be quite fun to punch out some strawberries using the punch and the paper. Hi Christine, and you can see we've got Celebration again this month and next month, but this time the papers, some of the DSP papers coordinate with some of the stamp sets and punches that's in the new catalogue. But there is this sparkly, bedazzling paper that I wasn't too sure about. It doesn't shed, it's like little hexagons stuck onto there. It's quite thick, but I have managed to punch out strawberries and strawberry tops and leaves out of it. I wouldn't fully recommend it. I've done it, but I wouldn't want to punch hundreds because it is quite thick. But you get that 8 sheets of that for free for one of these for every £45 you spend if you've got a need for sparkly paper. And being a little bit of a magpie, I like sparkly paper. I'll just show you what I've also cut out. So it die cuts as well as punches. So I've made this card yesterday. So this is a fancy fold card and it's my dad's birthday soon. So this is a belly band and then it opens up and stands up like that. And then you can close it that way as well if you want to, but I'm going to close it that way and pop the belly band back on to keep it shut. And that's using the Mountain Air stamps. And then this one, I've just added a sparkly 70 on there, Grandad with a bit of sparkle behind. And this is a little give it a whirl card. So, because my dad really likes caps, and I thought it was quite fun to incorporate the caps with the swirl dies. So that's what I've used the sparkly paper. This 70 is quite a delicate die cut. This one's quite a big chunky one, and the letters are little die cuts as well. So it die cuts really well. It punches, but as I say, it's a bit tough. So I wouldn't want to punch hundreds, just a few. So let's get started with creating our strawberry picture. So as I say, that was just this second punched out. So I thought, oh, I'll use this paper with the seeds on, and then I'm like, oh, how do I then put the strawberries on there? But spotted my sparkly paper on my desk here and thought, oh yes, that'll be quite nice. So this is a die. It's a picture this die, so it punches out, like die cuts just these circles. It doesn't cut an outer edge, and I've cut this piece to 9 centimetres by 11.8 centimetres. So, oh, thanks folks for watching, and I hope you can craft along, especially if you got your kits. I sent them out pretty quick last week, so hopefully you'll have your kits to hand if you want to craft along. Feel free, and then you can share whatever you make in the comments, either to this video or just a comment on my page. That'd be really appreciative. So this one isn't yet for a challenge, but it's just one I wanted to create, and I thought it was quite fun. We've got a fridge full of strawberries at the minute, and they're quite nice for breakfast with a bit of porridge, or just on their own with a nice bit of cream. Who doesn't like a bit of strawberries and cream, eh? So I've just punched the strawberries out of the bedazzling paper, and then I've cut the little tops with the mossy meadow. So I'm just going to pop a bit of Tombow glue on there, multi-purpose glue, liquid glue, whatever you want to. And I think that just sets it off really nicely with the green top for the strawberry. And then I've punched these little flowers. Now I'm not sure what you think of these little flowers. I've put a little white gem in the middle. I was wondering whether that little white gem could do with colouring with the yellow, so oh, sorry, I've got a little tickle. So I'm going to give it a whirl with the yellow, so might show up a little better. Got this. I wouldn't recommend using your blends to colour in the glimmer paper because it's a bit too rough for the end. I'm going to get a darker yellow. It's not really showing up that well. It's a touch. It's a touch. It's a touch better. So give that a second to evaporate off. So, right, so let's glue those into place. So we'll have one there, and we'll have one here, and the last one will go in our third piece there, and then I want to just do a little sentiment, so I'm going to stamp the "Just for You." Just for you. There we go. Let's find a little block and some ink. And a little bit of card. Oh, why don't I, instead of stamping it onto there, why don't I stamp it in? Hi Joy, thanks for watching, thanks for joining. If you've got any questions, please shot them in the chat, because I can, no, it won't fit onto there. I could try, but probably just getting in the way of it. Oh, it does. I shouldn't have doubted myself. So I'm going to pop that just there. I'll probably on a dimensional, why not? Why not? And that's our first card. I will put something inside, but so that is just the bedazzled paper. That's a celebration item, punched out into strawberries and flowers. I have got some leaves, but I think they're a bit too, you don't need a leaf, do you? So let's get to the first challenge. So the first challenge is going to be the one that Fiona did on her Tuesday night technique. So as I said, Fiona Carson, she's a New Zealand demonstrator, so her Tuesday night technique night was our morning, so I would imagine sort of nowish time she's either in bed or just getting up. So I've made a card blank in soft sea foam. So this is 10.5 by 14.8 folded, and then I've got a piece of white card that is 9.5 by 13.8. So it just gives me a nice little edge for the card. So for this one, I'm going to follow Fiona's technique And this is where she does the technique, and then she asks us to post on her page what we do with her technique. So this is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to stamp with Memento because I'm going to use the blend pens. And so I'm going to stamp that there. And then I think I'm going to stamp it again. I'm going to just bring it on like that. And hi Wendy, that's great that you can catch me on the live. I'm just filling this bottom corner in, and then I'm going to pop a little flower there. So that's the stamping that I'm doing. And then Fiona she did it a couple of techniques. I need to get the right pens. So she used alcohol markers, so the blend pens from Stampin' Up, and she used watercolour by using the ink and an aqua painter. I've stamped in Memento, so I'm going to use the blend pens. And what she did was she coloured around the image with the blend pens. And I'm using the same, thought it'd be nice to use the same green as the card. So this is soft sea foam. So instead of colouring the actual image of the stamp, we're colouring around the image. And I thought this would be a nice idea to fulfill her challenge, so I can post this card once I've done it onto her page, but I can show you all this technique that she used, and that you can give it a go, or you can use it your own way. So I'm just using the dark blend just around the outside of there. So I'm sorry if head's in the way or something like that, so I need to get a bit closer to see. And then to make it a bit more, so you could use a blue if you wanted to, but I thought this green, she did one with greens and I really liked it, what she'd done with this colour, and I thought, oh, I've got that colour, I'll give that a whirl. And as I say, this month of August is my strawberry focus, because that's the other thing that Stampin' Up do. They give us if we're busy, if we've got busy lives, we can actually use stuff that Stampin' Up actually provide for us. So they do a bundle focus, and they did a bundle focus on the strawberry sweet, and I think I've shared the image that Stampin' Up did for that bundle focus. But I thought, oh, I've got the actual stamps and punch, I'll do my own little bundle focus. Oh, haven't done round this bit, missed a bit, or it's blended in. So it's very subtle because it's very, very soft. So this is the lighter version. It looks a bit darker to me, but so I'm just going to go around. And she did images, and then she did stripes behind and everything, so you can use this. You could even use this on in the celebration booklet. There is some paper, black and white paper, that you could do this technique on if you didn't want to do stamping. and then pop that onto there. Pop that onto the card base, and then I think I'm going to use this. I've got a little new stamp set called Little Delights, and I like this birthday wishes, so I'm going to stamp that birthday wishes just in black. Just on some card. And it's nice to do these, oh, I picked the wrong one up. You're such a blessing. Let's stop that for another time. I just guessed that that was the birthday one. This is the birthday one. Let's get the birthday one. So let's carry on doing this birthday wishes. Let's see if we've got a punch that will punch that out. Probably need to do it on a bigger piece of card. No, that will do. Let's see what ribbon we've got. Oh, that's nice. Now, I don't know whether this is current or whether it's retired, but I've got this sparkly ribbon, so I'm just going to put a bit of colour with the blend pen on the top. I know you probably can't see that as such because it's and then grab some scissors, she says. I think I posted up today that you get creating and you're it needs a bit more on one end. I thought that's it. So you can use your blends as well as your ink pads to colour any of the clear white ribbons. So let's put a couple of dimensionals on the back of there. And I can then wrap that a ribbon. So, and I can add another dimension to there. Oh, I would have done it the wrong way round. Let's try that again. Get it on the right way this time. Put a bit more dimension on the back. So I want it that way. So I want the ribbon to cross over and stick top and bottom. There we go. So if I trim that to little points, and then let's pop a bit of tape runner over the top. that would have worked if I'd have put it, I hadn't put my finger on it. Oh, challenges, challenges. Let's use a bit of glue. There we go. And then pop that in the middle. There. So we've got birthday wishes and this pattern here. So let me know what you think. Do you like that card? So we've gone from blingy to quite subtle. So you can't really tell that that's the same suite. I know I've used birthday off another stamp set, but that is the same suite as I've used these strawberries from. So you can really go to town and create some different cards. So we need to do, I've also cut this one out and I wanted to do something with spots, but I don't know. So if anybody's got any ideas what to do with spots, I'd be grateful. Right, so this is another piece of the DSP that I sent out in the kits, and it's the same picture this dies, only rectangles this time. So let's pull that down a little bit. So you've got but this time, instead of cutting it to 9 by 11.8, this one is cut to 9.5 by oh, I did write it down. Let me see if I've got more measurements to hand. 12.8. That's it. I thought it was a bit. It's just slightly bigger. And then I thought I was going to piece in some DSP. So I've cut this mat 14.3 by 10.2. And then I've cut the die again to give me these pieces. So when this goes over the top and these pop in, it all covers up quite nicely, so you don't know you've taken some pieces out. So let's get some glue and let's glue it all together. She says, if I get some glue to work. They're pretty empty, the glue. My glues are pretty empty. But you know, when you know there's still some left in and you want to keep pushing it to finish. So let's get it stood up. So I'm just going to glue all these pieces flat. Just because it just makes it a little bit easier. And using the glue gives me a bit more wriggle time on where the position is of the paper on the card. And then I'm just going to pop these pieces in. And it's quite nice to see that they fit snugly in there. And then once they're all in place, you would never have known that you cut those bits out of the bit at the back. So, and then all I want to do now is stamp out a sentiment. And we could have it that way, or we could have it that way, we could have it that way, and we will have a something off here. I keep losing things. Stamp that happy birthday on there. And as I've got them, I might just put those two leaves, those two sparkly leaves that I cut out earlier on, and might pop them in that corner. I will, because I've got my cap. So let's pop them on dimensionals. So these are the bits where you find the dimensional covers just go everywhere. So this one's quite plain and simple card. I'll just add a bit of bling with the leaves. So there's not a strawberry on there, but there is a stamp and there's a bit of bling. So that's card number 3. What time are we on? Oh, we've nearly done half an hour. So let's try and get the next one done. So I want to stamp some dots and circles is the challenge. So let's pull out this stamp set that I used last week, and this is circles and dots, tenuous, not enough. Right, what colour do we want to go with? I have got a Poppy Parade base cut ready, and I have got a soft sea foam base. I've got this piece of DSP cut if we want DSP. So I'm thinking the soft sea foam, all this, and I've got these strawberries punched out. Nobody's helping me out tonight, telling me what they'd like to see. So I've got those strawberries, and now I want to get those strawberries on there, and I want to get some circles or dots. My mind is thinking, and I'm not sure it's a good thing. Oh, I don't know. Let's try with the subtle soft sea foam with let's put that there for now. So we can put those away. I don't know whether that constitutes as dots. Perhaps we want to cut a few more straws, as my daughter calls them, straws. Straws. So let's get this splat. Oops. That really did go splat, didn't it? Oh, I like that. Oh, let's... And then I think we will stamp the, let's put that back. Let's put that back on here. Oops. Put a stray dimensional. Okay, can't get the dimensional off my hand. Right, so let's ink up birthday wishes, and we can punch that out again with this one, but this time we've got a bit more to play with, so I'm going to punch it out that way. Go there. Got this ribbon still, which I really quite like that ribbon. So I know there is a blend in the Mossy Meadow pen. So I'm going to use the light pen just to colour up my ribbon. I think this might be a ribbon from last year, but I don't know. We'll have a look in a minute. We will have a look. So cut that off, and let's see. Let's put some tape on the back of here. She says put some tape on the back of there. Let's put the tape on there. So let's put the ribbon, snake it round, and snake it round. So you can always, with ribbon, it's always quite easy to move it about. So you haven't got to, especially if you use a tape pen like I've just used. So let's put that down a little bit more. So let's go back in with the scissors and trim off 2 points. There we go. Let's find the hidden dimensionals. Sorry, I had to find and stop a cat from getting my ribbon out the cupboard. Honestly, some cats like to get you when you're opening the tin cupboard. Mine gets me when I open the ribbon cupboard. Don't ask me why. what the fascination is. She's got a strip of ribbon that she carries around with her all the while, but it's not good enough, is it? We've got to have the new ribbon or whatever. So let's glue the sparkly tops to our straws. And then we will have made, is it 4 cards, 3 cards? I've lost track. I love making cards. I love playing with paper and ink, and yeah. I hope what I do create, what you do see me create, gives you inspiration to create your own little creations. That's what I like making cards for. I like making cards so I can send them out, or I can get people to make something similar that they can send on. So we've got birthday wishes, strawberries, and there we go. And we can glue that to our Poppy Parade card base. And hopefully that means I've done both challenges, which will be very pleasing. So brilliant. So thank you everybody for joining me tonight. Let's clear a bit of space. So I have created 4 cards, so all a little bit different. So let me know which one is your favourite. I think my favourite one's this one, I think, with the simple colouring round. As soon as I saw Fiona this morning doing her challenge, her technique, I saw this straight away. As soon as she showed me her soft seafoam card, I saw that straight away. So yeah, so that was good. I like this glitzy paper. So that's quite nice. And I've got some more tops, so I can make another strawberry card. This one's quite plain and simple. I think if you had a more simpler happy birthday, that would be ideal for a boy card. But yeah, just let me know what you think. Thanks everybody for watching. Tune in next week and hopefully we'll do a few more strawberries, and I will keep the tally for the month. Oh no, I won't be on next week. Might be later on in the week. It might be next Thursday instead of Tuesday. But yeah, it'll still be strawberries, so hopefully we will get. I'll show you last week's strawberries in case you missed last week's, and you can always go back and catch up. So last week was this one, and this one, and this one. So that was a gatefold one, that was papers, strips of papers, and that was that texture stamp set, again, that we've used today in a different way. So they're all, so that's 7 cards that are all slightly different. So let me know which one you think you like the best. Thanks everybody for watching, and I'll catch you later on. Bye for now.